Hi, my name is Alan Russell, and this is FTT 100, week 6, and this is the introduction to firearms, and today is Tuesday, September the 9th, 2025. Today we're going to be discussing the Ruger 380, which is sitting right back here. As you can see, nothing in my workspace here, and no empty, no extraneous ammunition or anything unsafe. The pistol is completely empty. There's nothing in the magazine. Locked back. There's nothing in the chamber. Um, Here's the magazine. There's nothing in the magazine. Right? So this is a we're going to be discussing the Ruger Security 380 today. This is a semi-automatic recoil-operated pistol. The design seems to be focused on light, easy to use operating action. Um, Ruger calls their action a secure action system, and the reason why is it's partially cocked hammer system, meaning that when you slide the rack for the first time, it's going to partially cock the hammer, which is inside underneath the slide. You can't really see it, but then when you pull the trigger, it's going to complete the cocking process and release the trigger, which is going to fire the round. All right. Next, let's talk about recoil operation. This firearm is a blowback operated system, which means that simply that the slide is pushed back from pressure that's created whenever the round is fired. This is going to cycle the action, eject the spent round, and put the hammer in the half-cock position, again, ready to fire again. It's a very common design for pistols that are chambered in 380, and 380 is a good low-power round. It makes it easy. It's pretty comfortable. Very manageable recoil for seniors or people that have problems with their hands, that type of thing. In general, the 380 is that way. It's pretty popular round. Ruger is marketing this pistol to, I think, primarily new shooters and seniors and anybody else that may have difficulty or some kind of infirmity, which makes it difficult for them to rack the slide or manage the operation of the pistol. Right? And it calls their slide, as a matter of fact, a light rack slide, and it's a very lightweight slide. It makes it very easy to manipulate. It's along the lines of the Smith and Wesson EZ, except I think this one actually is a little easier to manage than the EZ. Right? In fact, in 2002, National Rifle Association website, one of the authors proclaimed that it is a breakthrough for people with limited hand strength. Right? Finally, this Security 380 has several safety features which are considered by the industry to be important. It has a blade safety on the trigger face. It has a manual safety lever on the side. And in addition, it has an internal firing pin block. So if you were to drop the pistol, it won't actually deadly discharge from a drop. Right? So I also have, as you can see on the screen right here, I have a schematic of the pistol itself, all the parts and pieces inside the pistol, and how everything's pulled right out of the owner's manual, as a matter of fact, for the 380 security.
Now, for this part of the lesson, I'm going to field strip this Ruger Security 380. That process involves, I just want to make sure that you see this. The the magazine is completely empty. Nothing in there, completely gone. I don't know if you see nothing in there. Okay. If I lock the slide back here, you can see nothing in the chamber. The gun is completely empty. Clean desktop, nothing here that could be dangerous, no shells or any superfluous equipment, right? So to field strip this pistol. I'm going to leave this right here. First thing we're going to do is pull back on the slide a little bit. There's a little pin right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can see this tab right here. I'm going to pop that pin up and pull it out, just like that, and lay it right there. Next, we pull that receiver off of the slide, or slide off the receiver. We're going to lay the receiver down right there. We're going to remove the guide rod, lay that right there. Remove the barrel, lay that right there, and there's the receiver, or the slide. The gun is completely field stripped on this one. To reassemble this from field strip, we're going to do just the opposite. We're going to put the barrel in there, place the guide rod in the hole there, bring it forward and lock it into place right here. Line this up on these grooves right here. There's a little slot right here. You're going to line that up so it slides right back there like that. And now you can see the little tabs right here. So we pull that back until that lines up right there. Pick this pin up and stick it right back in there like that. And now it is reassembled. Ready to go. All you have to do is put ammunition in here and shoot the gun. Thank you.
So what I was discussing earlier, the pin that you pull out of there is the takedown pin. So just to summarize, this pistol is built around its secure action trigger. It is a blowback operation pistol, and it has a very user-friendly and light slide action, or slide rack, whatever you want to call it. You can operate the slide very easily. You rack the slide very easily. All things put together and combined to make it a very reliable and easy to use firearm. It's easy for somebody with arthritis, or a senior, or somebody like that, or a new operator, to be able to rack the slide on the gun. It's not real strong, so they're not going to be afraid of dropping the gun or something stupid